So it's my last night in Piñon. I've been here for the last couple of days. You can see how beautiful it is, how beautiful the countryside is. It's such a different type of environment than anywhere that I've been. It's flat in lots of places. There's mountains, there's hills, but there's a lot of agriculture. I was really impressed by a lot of things, so I wanted to share my thoughts so I could remember where I am. This town driving in was meticulous. It was beautiful. It was so clean, and I have learned so much. My entire attitude feels different about Haiti because the north of Haiti, there's a different rhythm here. I was only ever exposed to Port-au-Prince and Sault-Ste-Marie, and then as I moved into Jacmel and Bas-Saint-Bleu, again, I was changing the way that I felt, but coming over here, again, just this shift in perception of we're not coming in here to just, you know, woe are they, you know. This is about giving them a hand up, giving them some opportunities, but these are innovative people living normal lives just like you and I. I have seen the rhythm of this community, and you know, they have figured out the trash system. They have figured out their government. There are public school systems here. I've never seen that before in Haiti. And so my perception was thinking that they needed a lot more of the structural and foundational things in place. But I am super impressed with this. This is just an excellent opportunity of growth, and I have loved every second of being in Piñon. So on the first day, we came in and I just got to see the area. It was this road that you can't even, it's just like driving into the woods, but no pavement, big potholes, this type of thing. But as we came into town, it's really kind of a normal little town. Have enjoyed being at this mission home. This is a missionary place where a lot of people come in with teams, and Gina has been so great with the Haitian Bead Company and her entire organization, who's been in Haiti for 70 years. So this is almost like a normal American home, but it's Haitian style. The floors are cement, but there's been power, there's been a shower, there's been a bed for comfort, mosquito nets. They don't have any, there's electricity, but there's no air condition in the house or anything like that. So it's been very hot, but you know, tonight it's beautiful, it's comfortable, and I don't know, maybe it's just kind of being north, we're in the mountains, it just feels different, and I've really enjoyed the trip. But anyway, in that first night we came in, it was dark, it was late, and so we had dinner and we really just talked and went over a few things and went to bed. But the next day, as we got to know the people and I got to see how the organization is run, it was inspiring to me to see the good that people are doing. And because they've been established in this community for 70 years, they've been here long enough that I can see the fruits of their labors, and that's what gives me hope in the work that we're doing. So we're such a baby organization, and to learn from and be a part of something greater than what I understood before has been powerful. At 4 o'clock yesterday, I taught a Days for Girls class, and we had well over 70, almost 80 people at that class. And I've been stretching the boundaries a little bit, and I say that, but I don't really think it is. We have been stretching the boundaries in that we're bringing the men and the women in for the health and fertility awareness classes. And I started this trip in Jacmel, and it went really well. And so, not Sault-Ste-Marie, but Bas-Saint-Bleu, again, we taught it to both male and female. So I asked the pastor, Jebby here, is that okay? And he thought it was. So we have an orphanage of 15, 16 kids here. There were several of them that are of age, that are already menstruating, or young men that should know about these important things. They came over, and literally close to 80 people showed up, men and women, and it was so much fun. They loved the class. The guys are getting just as excited as the women, and that is exactly what I wanted to happen. This is probably the most important thing that I could do, is to educate and to teach about these important principles of the body and how the body operates, and the woman's cycle. That is really the key to ending poverty in many ways, is being able to plan your families with purpose and to be empowered as a woman, to know when you can and cannot get pregnant. I think that's powerful. The men have been asking for the bracelets, and probably my favorite part of this trip has been that these are the women that actually made the bracelets. These are the Let's bracelets, and now these women know why it was so important to make them in a certain order, because you have the red bead is first, and that starts the menstruation, and then you have the 7 days, and then we start the pre-ovulation phase, and it changes the color of the bead, and then on day 14 is a larger bead, and then it changes again into the post-ovulation. So I can teach them the safe days, the fertile days, and the safe days. And the women kept getting their bracelets in the wrong place. The beads were mixed up, and so now they know. It's so empowering for me to see full circle about these bracelets. When you purchase a bracelet, you guys, 20 bucks is literally saving the lives of some of these people. They are innovative, they are hardworking, they're all of these things, but they are the bottom of where poverty lies. I taped today some of the homes that they live in and demonstrated, so I'll be posting those as well. But just know that something that's just so small to you is changing the life of a woman. And not only the women that made these bracelets, but the women that are receiving them. Because when you buy them, I'm giving them to the Haitian women, and I'm giving a Days for Girls kit to the Haitian women. So what a gift, what an amazing opportunity for them to learn. So I taught that class, everybody loved it. There were 4 pastors there that were crazy about it, and in fact they asked me to speak for an hour in church tomorrow in Sunday school so that all of the people could hear, all of them could understand. They're so excited, the news is spreading, and it's so exciting. So today I woke up at 5:45 to the sound of the choir singing. This mission home is right here, and right next to it is the church. So the church has a choir, and they sing almost all day long. There's different groups of people singing, and it's fabulous. So I woke up at 5:45 to this amazing choir singing, and they're apparently practicing for church tomorrow. It's Father's Day here in Haiti. So I'm excited to hear that program. And we then drove to another community today in San Rafael. It's an orphanage and another church that this community sponsors. And again, we had the orphan kids there, and we had members of the community. It was a smaller class, but I think we had somewhere around 50 people at that class today. Again, what a hit. The men in this class, it was probably 70% women, 30% men, young men. Those young men went crazy. They wanted the bracelets, they took pictures of my flip chart. They are hungry for this information, and they're so excited to teach this to their friends. So I made a deal. I said, if you're a man and you want a bracelet, then you have to make a commitment to me to teach at least one other man about this process. And if your wife or your girlfriend was not here, you need to go over this. So we're teaching it in a godly way. We're teaching principles. We're teaching about stewardship of families and such, so that it really is the language that they're used to hearing as we work within this church community. I'm overjoyed and empowered with what this is doing for these people. They are so excited. As we came back, I asked if I could go into the homes of the women who made the bracelets, and so I filmed that, as I said, and it was really wonderful for me to see the technique of actually wrapping it and what goes into the production of these beads. They are literally finding trash on the road, slicing it into particular shapes, and then they're rolling them. They use Elmer's glue to put on the beads, and they dry them, and then they put some kind of a shellac over the top. And you know, a lot of effort goes into this, a lot of work to make a single bracelet in the color schemes that we need, and it's valuable. But again, it gives them a skill, it gives them a trade, and it gives them a way to make money. I'm hoping now that they'll be able to sell these bracelets in the market. As they sell them in the market, again, it will give them more opportunities to teach the education, because now they're all starting to get used to it, and we're going to teach this class more often in these communities, and then it's going to expand as the bracelets start to empower the people. I'm excited about that. Tonight, after we went through a couple of the women's homes, we went into the marketplace. Marketplace was a typical Haitian marketplace, very busy. They're very proud of this market because they said that it's one of the largest markets in the area. People come from hours away to experience this market. And so I got to go in there and again, I noticed some of the dirt cakes. I'm interested in finding out if they actually eat these dirt cakes or what they were there for, and how many people or how often, or maybe are they just for the poor people, or do the average person eat these cakes? I only saw them in one booth out of the hundreds and hundreds of these booths, but made me remember the La Cognon community in Susmatla and how those people are literally, that's a lot of sustenance for them. So I'm going to be checking into that, and then, you know, coming back to the guest house and watching the cooks make dinner and the effort that goes into it. They've been in the kitchen all day just to prepare a meal for us, and I'm so grateful, and they're grateful, because as they prepare the meals, it means that they have a job. It means that they have something to eat today, because we get to pay them for taking care of us. So I've had this fabulous trip. I'm going to prepare to go to bed a little bit earlier tonight since I have to get up, and then I'm going to talk to the community in the church tomorrow and let more people know about this information. And then I'm going to head up to the deaf community tomorrow afternoon. This will be my third community that I'm going to go teach these health and fertility awareness classes. I'm going to give Days for Girls kits and the bracelets out in this deaf community. Many of you may not know that in my prior years, I was a sign language interpreter, and I have a deep love for the deaf community and a deep understanding, as I almost married somebody who was deaf very early on in my life. But the deaf community I thought would be scattered all over Haiti, but what I'm finding is that the deaf community is primarily in the larger cities where they have boarding schools for them to go, and in Haiti they don't have an official sign language, so they've been teaching them American Sign Language, which is very difficult because it doesn't translate into Creole very well. But as we look at forming a new Creole Sign Language, and I'm going in to teach Days for Girls, so I'm going to be having this trio of interpretation here, from American Sign Language to Creole Sign Language from English. And I will have to say that I'm very excited about this. I feel very drawn to this work, and I'm looking forward to working with Friends of Montfort, because the Friends of Montfort have a total of 4 schools that are deaf communities, and so they're finding that their students are now graduating high school, and there's no colleges that will accept them, and there's no interpreters in the country yet. So I see an entirely new industry forming here for interpreters, new opportunities and such. So I'm excited to bring my old skills back out and work with these beautiful and amazing people, and hopefully eventually maybe teach them the bracelets or teach them how to make Days for Girls as we open new chapters across the country in Haiti. I'm going to end my tape right now because dinner is ready, but I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna show you the kitchen as we work with the cooks. They've been so gracious and so kind to let me just come in, and you can see how they're making dinner here. All right, and how beautiful that is. All right, this is okra. Hi. You say hello. All right, there's okra and rice, and they're always making rice. Different combinations of vegetables and beans, and they make the best food in here. They're my favorite. They're awesome. Madame
Maryles.
So there's all kinds of goodies back here. I'll take you. I bet the food's on the table.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to take you and show you the food on the table, and this amazing guest house. And this is just such a precious meal that they have prepared with love for us, and I'm just so grateful for the amount of effort that goes into this. Oh, this red sauce is so good. This one right here, and this is super spicy. It's, what is it?
Cabbage slaw.
Cabbage, pickles, and mango, and French fries. Whoops, I'm going all over the place. French fries, and obviously chicken.
And fried okra.
Fried okra. Yeah, so, and fresh, not passion fruit. Yeah, I think it is passion fruit. So anyway, thank you for joining me today, and I'll talk to you later.